Hello and welcome to the How to Be a Minimalist channel. I'm Katie and I am here to give you tips and motivation and to show you how I'm trying to apply minimalism to my life. In the podcast, I challenged you and me to answer the questions in the podcast that I had asked and also to write down some of your biggest time wasters. So I would like to present you with the answers to my questions that I have asked you and me, and also my biggest time wasters. So let's get into it. First thing I noticed is that I'm like super close to being out of almond butter. However, when I was making my smoothie, instead of just taking a minute to go write it down on my phone on my shopping list, because I have to shop today, grocery day is today, you know, I just kept on making my smoothie. Basically, what's gonna end up happening is I'm gonna run out and I will either have to do without this week or I will end up going back to the store, which totally wastes time. And how long does it take to write something down on your phone? Like, seriously, not that long. Okay, so my friend, she used this term the other day. She said that she sometimes practices happy procrastination, which I am totally guilty of, and I just did that like 5 minutes ago. I was suddenly thinking, oh yeah, this bathroom really needs to be cleaned again. And honestly, I was just trying to avoid getting other stuff together for the day. Well, I'm in the car filming because it's the end of the day and I really was able to just kind of keep on track after a bit for the most part. However, there was something that I did notice, and that was wasting mental energy and time. And now I think this looks different to everyone, but I think most people have something that they'll sit there and they'll play over and over again in their heads. And I did find myself kind of doing that a little bit today, and every time I did it, I was like, okay, this is a waste of time. What can I think about instead? If you're gonna take away anything from my list here, okay, not writing out my grocery list. Yeah, that's a pain. And it's pretty much a, you know, it's a big deal. You either have to do without or go take another trip if you forget your stuff. Not making a to-do list, that will waste a really good part of your day. Grabbing my phone. Okay, never mind. All of these are really, really big deals. However, I would say that wasting your mental energy is probably one of the worst things that you can do. And I'm going to tell you why. Out of all of those things, that one is the one that will make you feel the worst. Allowing negativity in to sit there and fester is really, really not healthy for us. It's bad for us. So in order to remain happy and to keep perspective, I really have been trying to get rid of those mental, let's say, indulgences in negativity. There's a time and a place to say, this is not a good situation that I'm in. It's healthy to talk to somebody about it, maybe to go seek counseling, journal it out, whatever you need in order to remain mentally healthy. But I'm not really talking about that. Of course, maybe those are indicators that you do need to go and talk to somebody or whatever, I don't know. However, there are a lot of just simple annoyances that we experience every day that if we let them fester and if we focus on them, they're going to just ruin our lives, and we will feel like our whole life is just full of that, and it's not. So our life is what we make it for the most part. I don't know anybody that isn't struggling, but the thing is, I think it's in our best interest to do the best with what we've got. I think that has improved my personal situation quicker than anything else. So that would be my big takeaway for this one, is just focusing on positive, and when those kind of negative thoughts come into my mind, you know, I note them. I might even need a journal about some of them, but I'm not going to indulge in them. At the end of Minimalist Challenge number 3 in the podcast, I basically say to go ahead and read over your list and think about it. And I'm going to spend some time pondering it. I honestly kind of thought, well, I have my whys, but you know, it was a great practice to solidify what I already thought. And also I came up with some new things that just kind of gave me new perspective. And so I'm really glad that I did it. And this is my 3rd Minimalist Challenge that I have filmed, and each one I have really learned something about myself. So I really suggest that you try them. I think they're really good practices, whether you would call yourself a minimalist or not. Some of the mantras that I'm going to pull out of this would be, I'm not going to indulge in negativity. I'm not going to waste my time on that. It's another really great one. I'm going to try to come up with a better place to put my phone, so it's just out of sight, out of mind, and not a temptation to just grab for it. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. It helps so much. If you want to leave a comment below what your mantra has become, or you know, something maybe that you really noticed was a big time waster for you, I would love to hear about that. And you know, remember, it's all about the experiences, not the stuff.